I suspect most of us haven't focused on a strange description in today's gospel from Mark. Jesus' relatives try to seize him, saying he is out of his mind. And then scribes from Jerusalem accuse Jesus of being in league with the devil. Now, it's impossible for us to conclude what might have been in the mind of Jesus' family members, and much less can we speculate on the role of Jesus' mother. Mark just tells us that his mother was there with the rest of the family. We can't read our modern day devotion to Mary back into Mark's gospel account. Rather, we need to focus on the spiritual meaning of this text. For help, let's turn to the late scripture scholar Gerhard Lofink. In his important book, Jesus of Nazareth, What He Wanted, Who He Was, this author steers us to what he calls the real point of the narrative, namely that Jesus is constituting a new family, the family of those who do the will of God. Lofink first notes that doing the will of God, as Jesus declares, can only mean learning from Jesus what the living will of God means because of the coming of Jesus. Those who respond obediently now belong to Jesus' new family. Lofink goes on to note that the words of Jesus here are not just a fancy saying, but a kind of legal formula, much like would be used in a marriage ceremony. It's a symbolic action. It establishes a new reality, he says, as Jesus releases himself from his physical relations and establishes a new family. Lofink says that such a gesture in the Middle Eastern context of clan and family is radical. For us, today's gospel invites us to step back and examine our priorities. We're part of this new family which Christ has inaugurated as his coming. What are the priorities of belonging in such a relationship today? What choices must we make? As we read further in the Gospel of Mark over the coming weeks, we will be challenged by Jesus' teachings and actions.